I just want to know how both of y'all feel about Wilt Chamberlain as far as basketball history goes.
You're dick. You're a dick.
Because I got some flame to add to it now.
He already knows how I feel about that nigga.
We interrupt this program. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow.
Welcome to Unofficial Experts.
Episode Trey Ball.
Episode
Yes.
Trey, AI, FF Macho,
Dwayne Wade,
Danny
nigga.
Do,
Dwayne Wade.
and FF Scheme.
Present.
How y'all doing today, man?
I'm alright, man.
I know you good.
I'm alright, man.
I know you
I'm
good.
alright.
Uh,
It's been
know
a
you
good
good.
week.
Yeah,
It's been a good week.
them Duke boys played last night.
Them Duke boys did play last night.
Yeah.
Wow,
Who'd they play?
Yeah, they
North Carolina.
They-
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I didn't
that
watch
was-
the
It was
game.
the best rivalry in sports last
bro.
night.
That game
Well,
was crazy.
It came down to the wire.
We was down 13 with 3
It went
minutes
into
left in the
overtime.
second half,
Yeah.
right?
Duke was down 13.
Duke was down 13.
And what
We come
happens?
back. We push it to overtime on a buzzer beater by Trey Jones. Shout out Trey Stones,
Yeah.
Trey Jones. Hits
He
the
was
buzzer
playing
beater
like
to push
Kobe.
it to OT. Now in OT, it's not looking good. We're looking like we're gonna get beat again. Like we made it this far. Just to
Climbing a
lose.
mountain.
The same type of play happens. Same side of the court. Trey Jones gets the ball. Same type of move that he did to push it into OT. Pulls up for the same mid-range.
Sweat.
Air ball.
Oh,
Wendell Moore running baseline. Sees it. Catches the air ball. Lays it.
Wow.
Good.
yeah.
We win on a buzzer beater in OT off an air ball rebound lay.
Was this at Cameron or is this in
This is in Chapel Hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
in
it,
Chapel
yeah.
Hill.
In Chapel Hill.
That's a
But
beautiful
yo,
place.
not for nothing. Like that, Ty Jones was treating Cole Anthony like a baby, bro. He was just taking him
It's
to the
Trey
he was-
Stones, man.
Trey.
It's Trey Stones, man.
bro. He was just taking him to the rack.
Listen.
And no funny, Cole Anthony actually he was doing his thing.
Bro,
He was doing his thing.
North Carolina is not
And Brooks.
they're
Yo.
not what their record says if Cole
yeah.
Anthony is there that whole season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was hurt, he had surgery on his knee.
Yeah.
So he hadn't been playing. So if he's there this whole time, they're a ranked team.
Yeah.
So we really played a ranked team last night. It wasn't what their record said. I think that they're now 10-13 or something like that.
Yeah.
But
Damn.
yeah, man. Shout out to them. They definitely like Cole
didn't-
Anthony changes
yo.
that whole team,
I didn't.
and especially because they're playing up. Like it's Duke, North Carolina.
Yeah.
They're gonna play up. That's the biggest rivalry.
I gotta sharpen up when it comes to this college, man, because
You gotta
March
know who's
Madness
coming
is
up,
right
man.
around the corner,
You gotta
bro.
know
Right
who's
around the
coming
corner.
up,
We're
man.
February 9th right now. This
Yeah,
is crazy.
man.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Cassius Stanley too. Man.
Uh-huh.
That man's a beast. He's a beast, man. Like
Them
for
Duke
real.
boys be eating, man.
For real,
All
yo.
my boys is eating. Duke
Yo.
boys is eating.
What's that? What's that white boy's name? Stockholm or
On
something?
who?
On Duke. He's y'all shooter.
In a white boy?
Yeah.
This team?
Yeah, y'all team.
We got Alex O'Connell.
That's who it is. O'Connell.
O'Connell.
Yo, he's a beast too, man.
He got the gun.
Like,
he
he's
be
on
sketchy
some-
sometimes,
yeah,
but he got the gun though.
He definitely got the gun.
Who's supposed to be the
He def-
projected number one pick coming out of college this year?
LaMelo, I think.
Yeah, I think
LaMelo
it's
Ball.
Is it?
LaMelo.
Oh,
Yeah,
he is? Wow.
he's bugging in fucking Australia.
He's not even playing no
man.
more. He got hurt and then he just took.
He was bugging in
He's
Australia.
back stateside now. He's
Mhm.
not even in Australia no more.
Oh, so he's done for the season?
Yeah, he's chilling until the draft.
That's smart.
Rest his body.
Why not?
Stay healthy.
Once upon a time that
Yo, but do y'all
thought
think that he's
LiAngelo
really
was
good at
it.
paying out
You
to be
thought
better than Lonzo
LiAngelo-
though?
You thought LiAngelo was the best brother?
For a second there,
Yeah, he did.
I dead ass thought he was gonna pan out
And
to
I
be the
never
best
saw
brother.
it. I'm like,
I'm
yo.
not even gonna hold you.
Nah, bro, because
I'm not even gonna hold you. I thought he was gonna be the best.
Lonzo's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, nah.
He's
and
not
that-
even better than Lonzo.
I think LaMelo's gonna be nicer than.
He's projected. I mean, I guess
Hey,
his,
man.
his
he is.
ceiling is higher.
his ceiling's definitely higher. He's what already like 6'6" already or
Nah, he might be
6'7".
taller than that.
Bro, yeah, he's still growing and shit, man. That
Yeah.
boy he's right. He's
Facts.
dunking on
He's
everybody.
long,
He's
bro.
shooting. He's got that Reggie Miller release. You see his ugly
Yeah.
release is like Reggie, but it's water. Like, yo, this
He's a
dude, he gonna
scorer,
be
yo,
nice.
but like
He could pass.
yeah, he could do everything, bro.
Word.
but-
Nah, that's a fact.
But you know,
He's
let's
just-
see.
he's just starting to grow. into
Everybody
his-
said this about Lonzo coming into the league too, but let's see if he really pans out to be what everybody hopes.
I think
he
Lonzo's
is.
playing his best basketball of his career right now.
Oh yeah, nah, he's definitely playing,
Yeah,
but like
he's
you know,
flourishing, and then you get Zion added to
but
that.
his
He's been throwing
but
a lot.
but his-
Throw it up.
That's
his
it.
Easy assist.
expectations were
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know, like that's why
So yeah,
that's what I
would you
value it on.
would you say he's right now in his career? Is he a bust
Yeah,
for a top 3 pick?
yeah.
I wouldn't say so, bro. I think he's
I would
playing.
say so.
I think he's playing really good
I would
right
say
now.
he's a bust for all the hype that he came into the league with.
There's some,
Not like Markel Fultz though. Like you know what I'm saying?
I was
That's
gonna
a
say.
Shout out my guy though.
that's a bro.
He's
Bro.
playing all right this year,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Markel.
You-
Markel
yeah,
sharpening
but like
his-
you want to
I
talk
wish
about
that-
like
I wish
Anthony
he was
Bennett
on my
is a
team now
bust.
playing
yeah,
good
we're
like
all
that,
right.
but-
Anthony
Kwame
Bennett's
Brown,
a
like-
bust. Yeah, well, nah, but
Yeah.
Anthony Bennett's
If
recent,
you want to
though.
talk about bust, like there's
right,
a lot
so
of
that's
busts
why
in
I don't
history,
call
yeah.
Lonzo that. You know what I mean? I don't call him a bust.
I
bro.
mean, the
feel
reason,
like
the only reason
he's
why
still
I call
getting
him
better.
a bust is because you know the way that he
didn't-
was, the way that he was presented.
right, but he
You know
came
what I'm
into
saying?
Yeah.
He also,
Like,
he wasn't dealt
You
a
can't
great
be presented like that
situation either.
and not be like that. You can't. You
know what I
presented
think-
like
you know what I
you're
think-
better than Steph Curry and not be
But you know what
nowhere
I think?
near better than
what
Steph
I think
Curry.
plays into that is that
You know what I mean?
when you think about Lonzo coming up and how vital LeVar was in that come up
I was
and,
just gonna
and,
say,
and that
that's why you
rising of
feel
that.
like that 'cause
but
his dad
but
was barking like
when
that.
when
But
someone
that's why a lot of NBA players.
but I'm
felt
saying
like that.
that's when people talk a lot of trash or big up somebody, like trying to big up his son. Whenever to me at least, I feel like you think of that and initially think of scoring comes with
Yeah.
that. You don't think of like Lonzo's he's not a scorer like that. His first reaction on a basketball court is to pass the ball.
Yeah, he's a playmaker.
He's a playmaker.
Yeah.
Stats
But when
show
you
it.
got
Yeah,
you
he's
got
a
a
playmaker.
dad that's just showboating and the type of person that LeVar is and how he promotes,
Yeah.
it promotes scoring. It promotes loud offense, like
yeah.
throwing
that's-
it on people.
That's my son.
and in
Gunning
college,
it down,
college,
like
he-
coming
he-
down the
he was
court,
doing that.
dribble, sking.
Yeah,
like,
he was doing that in college, you know.
Yeah, nah,
yeah,
yo,
but that's
definitely.
it's not the league.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like his game for how he is to his core is perfect for the league.
Bro.
Yeah.
He'll have a long career because a
Yeah.
playmaker is always valued, always
Yeah.
valued.
And I just feel like he's always getting better. So that's why Lonzo, man, he does his thing. But he's lucky he didn't get moved like a lot of people did like a couple days ago, bro. Because that trade deadline was
That trade deadline was
Surprising.
crazy. Yo, the most
Surprising.
shocking trade was Andre Drummond. Like I did not expect that.
Yo, Detroit.
I did not expect
what
that
is
shit,
Detroit?
bro.
listen.
I don't know what
What are they
Detroit's
doing?
This
bro?
is the thing, bro.
What are they doing?
I heard
thought
very,
I
Give
thought
me
very.
they were
news.
trying to
I
rebuild.
heard-
Danny, give me news.
I heard a very, very, very smart man
Come on, Woj.
tell me. He didn't tell me, but I heard people
Did you
talking
on
about this
yourself?
trade deadline, bro. And they're saying that the reason when you see Andre Drummond, one of the most dominant centers in the NBA,
Top 3.
Yeah,
you
top
know,
three,
when
definitely.
it comes to numbers, get traded and moved for basically nothing.
Pennies.
It shows you, and then you see the Rockets trade away their big man, their best
Yeah.
producing big man, back for smaller players.
nothing.
It shows you that
Yeah.
the center is going extinct, bro.
Yeah.
That's why you see like all these videos with the fall of the big man. You see Kevin Love and all these guys talking about the NBA big man, the state of the NBA big man, because it's like it's positionless basketball now, bro, and it's Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
You The Lakers didn't. I mean, the Lakers have big players, but no other title contender wanted Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
That's
It
wild.
doesn't make sense.
That is crazy to me. So
Bro,
like,
it's
why
different now.
wouldn't you want 20 and
Yeah.
15 a night?
Yeah.
Every night?
Every night.
For real.
Bangs, rebounds, everything.
20 and 15
You
a
can
night.
surround a
That's
guy like
crazy
that
to
with
me.
4 shooters, bro, and thrive. Right? But
put-
that's how different it is now, bro.
You put
It's
Andre
crazy.
Drummond on Golden State right now with,
Oh.
with Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry and them.
Yeah, let
they're
all them
winning
4
another
little-
chip.
Oh my God,
Steph, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, Andre Drummond.
crazy,
That's a crazy team
crazy.
right
But they don't want that, and the Rockets don't either.
there. Yeah.
Because they got rid of their big man too.
The Rockets didn't even want Tristan Thompson.
They don't want
They have no big man. Like,
They're
Their
playing-
big man
have
is
a-
Tyson Chandler.
6'9" and under. Yeah,
Old ass
Yeah.
Tyson
And he's-
Chandler.
and
bro,
and he comes
James,
off the bench.
James
Doesn't
Harden
even get-
jumped for them
Yeah, he jumped
yeah.
ball 2 days ago.
At 6'5".
Yep,
at 6'5".
6'5".
PJ Tucker
Is the tallest player on the
Plays
team.
the 5.
is
Plays the
at
5 at
Plays
6'6".
the 5.
At 6'6"?
At 6'6", stocky.
Like
that's
Barkley,
it.
banging.
He can move people.
And so,
That's about it, though.
but listen,
He can move people around, but
and
That's
you know
about
another,
it.
you know,
yeah, a little
bro,
check.
you know another place you can tell. You know another place you can tell how the style is different on our fantasy teams, bro.
Yeah,
You have more point guards than you can handle.
Facts.
So do I.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
So do I. So do you.
Me
You
too,
know what I mean?
yeah.
It's because that guard position is so flooded and
It's
they
so
produce
valuable
points.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
Every
It's a
do-
guard-
That's
driven
the
league.
best
Yeah.
position in the
Yeah.
league.
Absolutely. Yeah, and
That's
and,
the
and
best
we-
position
and it's-
in the league.
and it's been like that. It's been like that, you know. So it's crazy to me, man, how the big man is just nothing nowadays, bro. Andre
Yeah.
Drummond gets traded for a couple
For
picks,
nothing, bro. For nothing.
couple picks.
I mean,
yeah.
obviously, the best team that made out during the trade deadline
Yeah.
is my boys.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Who?
Nah?
Nah, I don't think the Heat did best. To me,
To
I
pick
think
up-
the best
nah.
move is Minnesota getting
Nah, yo,
D'Angelo.
no, I think honestly.
Yeah, but what are they gonna do now? They're not making the playoffs.
No, yeah, they're
They're
not.
too-
they're
they're too-
not.
Oh, you're talking about for this
Best
year as a run?
move right now was the Miami Heat picking up Iguodala, Solomon Hill, and Jay
Jay
Crowder.
Crowder.
Why? Because the road to the Eastern Conference Finals is through Giannis, Pascal Siakam, small forward, bigger two. They're really big twos. Like
I would say
Siakam,
big threes. They're
Hey.
big
But
threes.
now we
yeah.
now we have Jimmy Butler.
Oh, you
Iggy,
mean as far as players on the
Crowder,
team, like 2 players
that
on
you
each
can
team?
have to
Oh,
guard
Yeah,
these
like,
guys
they got,
going down
they
the
got
going
James
down the
Crowder
road.
now too. You know what I'm saying? So they got.
We
Yeah, Jay
have
Crowder's a
bodies to
defender.
throw at the best players in the East who play those positions that were on those teams.
They got a bunch
Ben
of
Simmons.
three and D guys.
People that can
You know?
guard at those
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah, no,
Ben Simmons, Giannis.
And that's what you
Think
need
of the-
because,
think of
like,
the Eastern Conference.
Even Philly,
Listen.
Philly, like we just picked up Glenn Robinson III and Alec Burks.
Yeah.
And Alec Burke been
Balling.
wilding. He been
But
balling
that's another.
this season.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's a
but
good pickup for us because
Fact.
like not only did we add more length, but we added
Shooting.
more, shooting. Like now we can spread the floor and have Ben Simmons do what he does, and maybe Joel Embiid doesn't bitch so much.
Listen, they can't get
so
along.
you think he's the problem?
Honestly, yeah, man.
But who do you get rid of if you have to break them up?
And listen to me. In
It's
today's
such a
league,
dynamic duo.
in today's
If
league,
they can just be like, I was telling Danny, like remember that conversation we were having? Like I was like, I don't know if we were having it about Ben Simmons and Joel, but we were having something about comparing like two duos. But I was, we were comparing them. Yeah, so I was like, yo, if they can be like how Shaq and Kobe was, like, yeah, they don't fucking like each other, but once they're on that court,
Yeah, have that type of mentality.
they don't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're the best duo in the league.
Yeah.
Like they have that potential, but they bring. I feel like he's bringing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like off the court, on the court.
I think
And
they should try and
you
look at it
can't-
how
and you
LeBron
can't
and
do
AD
that.
are doing their duo.
Oh no, we were talking about Kyrie and LeBron. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
we're talking about. We were talking about. This is what I said. I said that if I feel like if Kyrie would have sucked it up like how Kobe did with Shaq, that they would have probably been up there as top 3 best like duos ever.
yeah, and I Obviously, that's
You know what I'm saying?
that's 100%.
Obviously, Kobe and Shaq,
But-
greatest duo of all time.
But
But they would have been up there.
Yeah.
But I don't, and the only thing
They would've been up there.
The reason why we had gotten to an argument there, I agreed with that.
Yeah.
But what I didn't agree with
But
was
I feel the same.
he
I'm
was.
sorry. I feel the same way about Ben Simmons, though. Go ahead.
I just felt, yeah, right, exactly. They got to get their relationship together.
Yeah.
I felt like Kyrie and LeBron had a better relationship than Kobe and Shaq did. You know, because
Yeah,
they
they
were
did.
fighting each other in practice and
Yeah,
shit. You know,
they
so.
did.
That, but if they would have, but yeah, he felt like Kobe and Shaq had a better relationship than Kyrie and LeBron, and I don't know about that.
I feel like because like if LeBron and Kyrie had that much of a like that good of a relationship, how come you seen the disrespect from Kyrie to LeBron on court?
I never
you,
saw that
like,
on court.
you-
They won a
you
ring
never-
together.
You never seen
Yeah, what'd they go? One in
Yeah.
one in three?
Right?
No, man, but you know what I'm talking about. Like the camera would like go to him, and then LeBron will be talking to him, and he'll be looking away, acting like he's not hearing him, or little
I don't know.
little antics and stuff like that. And he would even say stuff to the press, like little things and stuff like that, But when it came down to like Kobe and Shaq, they like you never seen him never listen to Shaq or vice versa, when they were on the basketball court. Like when it came down to that, the main important thing was to win.
Winning, yeah.
Right, but those are just
But with Kyrie, the main important thing I feel like was
Him.
I want to be that. I want to be the man. I want to lead. Don't tell me what to
Yeah.
do. Like I'm
nice.
that was that was the Kobe and Shaq thing too, though. This is what
but
you're
when
forgetting.
it came down to it, though,
Like Kobe wanted to be the man.
you're right though. But at the end of the day, they had each
produced,
other's
though.
back.
Yeah, like, they produced.
But they produced because they were also better than Kyrie and LeBron are not better than Kobe and Shaq also. So the better tandem did win more rings.
But they could have three-peated though. Like I
They were
said,
going against the
Kobe and
Warriors,
Shaq,
bro.
They're not
greatest.
They were going against
They
the
could have
Warriors.
got the first one if Kyrie's
Yeah.
healthy and
Who
Kevin
did
Love's
Kobe
healthy,
and
they
Shaq
coulda
have
got-
to go against?
Yeah.
Iverson and the cast of the Sixers?
Chill. That's
Like,
how
Kobe and
that's
Shaq
how
had
I
an
became
easier-
a Kobe fan.
right,
from
but Kobe and Shaq
2001
had an
finals.
easier
I was
road.
Like, this nigga,
Right, but Kobe and
shitty.
Shaq were better.
Shitty.
Yeah. Kobe and
Who
Shaq
is
were
he?
better, and they had an easier road to the finals too,
Yeah.
because they were going through
Yo,
East teams that
speaking
were
of
whack.
LeBron, told you off camera earlier.
Yeah. What
I
did
got
you
a
wanna-
LeBron.
what you wanna
I got a
say?
LeBron.
This is a theory.
This is what I. All right, this is my opinion on how if I'm LeBron, I'm handling and the Lakers, I'm handling the rest of the season, right? So, obviously, passing of Kobe is a big deal.
Yeah.
Big deal,
Yeah.
especially in that organization, right? So, LeBron is obviously a calculated person. He makes direct and precise moves. He's done it his whole career.
He's got a team of people behind him helping
Right.
him with those decisions.
All right,
Yeah.
so
No,
it's
he
not
definitely
not
does.
far fetched to think that LeBron has probably to the year of how much more he wants to play left in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
it's
has it down to a
calculated.
year.
He knew he was going to LA like a year before.
Let's say perfect example. We'll go right now. LeBron in his head is like, I got another 5 years in the league. It's probably like I got another 5, right? I think that with the passing of Kobe Bryant, how the Lakers were in the West and in the league at the time of the passing of Kobe Bryant is significant enough to, if I'm LeBron, I'm willing to knock off year 5 of my plan and cut it to 4 years, but empty the fucking tank the rest of this season and in the
try to
playoffs
win a ring,
and
yeah.
win a ring.
Yeah, no, that's very deep thinking into LeBron's psyche.
If I'm LeBron, I'm doing that.
It does make sense because you can cut a year off of how long you have to play.
Yeah.
If I'm
You
going to
know?
do 5, I'll literally waste the energy in the second half in the playoffs to guarantee the ring of this year.
Yeah.
That's how important I
He
think
could damn
winning
sure
a ring
do that.
this year for the Lakers is.
Nah, he
I
could damn
agree
sure
with you
do
on that, but I disagree with the whole cutting the year off, and this is why. because it's same thing happened to Kobe, man. At the end of your career, you're not as resilient as you were with the injuries. I know LeBron's different, but I just watched a great like Kobe go down, and the last 5 years of his career were ugly because of injury. You know what I mean?
But you don't think this is the most important ring? If they were to win this ring, this will be on his legacy the most important ring, more than the Cleveland.
I don't
one.
think more than the Cleveland.
I think
one.
more than the Cleveland one.
I don't think more than the Cleveland
Nah,
He
one was
won it the year
big,
Kobe
bro.
died.
Well,
The year
yeah.
he died.
I mean,
that is special.
it would
to,
be
to
big.
navigate through the
It would be a great
through the
story.
emotions of what
That's
this
a-
whole year is
That's
to
a
that.
great. That's a great sports story. That's a great
That's
sports
what
story.
you can't write that.
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
that-
write that. That
it-
writes
yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
If he wins
absolutely.
the championship this year, he will always be remembered for everything he's done because he's
Yeah.
LeBron James. But out of rings, if you're talking about if he ends with four,
Yeah.
if he ends with four, he ties Shaq, ends with four. His ring in LA on the year of Kobe's passing will be his most memorable ring out of all of them.
Yeah.
The Cleveland
I w-
ring may mean the most to him personally, but if you look at as a sports fan to his legacy, the most important ring will be the ring that they won in LA the year Kobe Bryant dies.
That would be storybook. No, it would.
That's
It-
storybook,
Yeah,
bro.
no, it would be. It would be.
No, it would be
Enough
storybook.
so that
It
I think
definitely
he
would be
should
storybook.
empty. He should look at the second half and the playoff run this year as he did when he first got to Miami.
Yeah.
He needs to turn into 2010 LeBron James in Miami when he was like, "Yo, we're winning this no matter if I have to do everything myself."
Yeah.
I'm losing my hair. He lost
fact.
Black
hair.
mask LeBron
Yeah.
style, like
Yeah.
you
When
know what
they
I'm
were
saying?
the Heatles.
I think it's that important, and I think
He was
if-
like,
I
the
think-
media's shitting on me because I ain't got a ring yet.
I
We're
think when
winning
you're- when
a
you-
ring.
When you've reached greatness to the point where you're now in
Right.
control of your
Yeah.
own legacy,
Yeah.
in the
exactly.
sense of there's no more narratives really. It's we're witnessing
Bro.
what he wants us to
right.
see as his legacy going
And
out.
It's only getting.
And honestly,
right, he's only-
I-
Why wouldn't
it's-
you want to
it's
write this?
ongoing.
Yeah, why?
Write this,
Yo, and
especially if this is your last ring.
and we've never
Yeah,
seen.
I feel like he's gonna win a ring. I
Oh.
don't know if it's gonna be this year, but
Yeah,
Go
I don't
ahead.
know. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but we've never seen a superstar in NBA history control any narrative in his career like the way LeBron.
Better
James
than
does.
yeah, he's
like
the best. He's the best.
like literally, bro.
He's the
Like
best.
He has a team
You know
of
what I'm saying?
people, though.
His
That's the
team,
thing.
bro.
Bro, he's had-
Put
yeah.
stuff out there and people grasp and bite and they, you know,
In today's media cycle,
yeah,
you have
man.
to be like
and
that.
he
mastered
controls
the media
narrative
cycle.
to everything. Like recently, I was like to his game when he played. I think it was the Rockets when he did that like exact dunk to Kobe.
yeah,
like
yeah.
when he like did that like dunk, like he was talking to the media. He was like, "Oh, I didn't realize it," but it was like we know.
He's a basketball nerd like we
Yeah, bro,
He
like,
knows
you know what I'm
Kobe did that
saying?
exact dunk.
Yeah, like he knows,
knows.
but
He's
he's
a
like playing it
historian.
off like, oh no, I didn't even know that my team just put it together, and I was like, wow, that's amazing, like, yeah, and I'm like, bro, you
I don't
know,
know.
you know exactly what you know, like,
But-
but that's what makes him beyond basketball. That's what
Yeah,
makes him
yeah.
like a marketing
Right.
genius
Kyrie,
and a business
Kyrie can't
genius.
handle that
like,
plate
yeah,
while he plays.
Kyrie,
No,
yeah,
bro.
and,
That's
like,
why he couldn't be the man on
Yeah.
the team, you know, and lead a
because
franchise.
that now like nobody like that's a ton of pressure, bro. Like you're playing for the Lakers and Kobe just died. Like you know how much, and
And you're LeBron James.
yeah, like
You're
the,
not
the
just
dude been dealing with pressure his whole fucking life,
and then now gets hit with
and
this.
now gets hit with this. Like that's another pressure, bro. Like not like when he first came to LA, the pressure was, you know that you're coming to a winning organization, so we expect a ring out of you.
Yeah.
You know,
And he
but-
went there
yeah,
expecting the same of himself.
Yeah.
That's why they made the moves they
But
did.
now it's
Yeah.
like Kobe died, their best player in franchise
Yeah.
history.
They're the greatest Lakers
Yeah, the
said by
greatest Laker of-
the greatest Laker.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
of all time, and now now you have pressure on from the whole city to be
I'm
like,
saying. That's what I'm saying, bro.
LeBron can do-
empty the
I
fucking
can
he
make
can
him now,
carry
man.
that,
Empty
man.
the tank, bro.
Yeah.
Go into that LeBron that no one on planet Earth can stop you, and that's it. You
Yeah.
have arguably the best second option in the league
Yeah.
in AD. Go get it.
Yeah.
Like it turns
for real.
from
He
if
does.
it happens, it happens to no. Now we gotta go get it.
Now we got to go get it.
Now we gotta go get it.
And I think they
Yeah.
all know that. Even like, bro, the Lakers are doing something special. I feel like this year, but it's gonna be tough to win that. You know, I don't know. I hope they win because, like I said, I've always said LeBron's gonna get one in LA as soon as he comes there. But this is another Kobe thing.
Sixers, baby.
This is somewhat related to Kobe here because this is a question I had. I didn't even tell anybody nothing. But so. I just want to know how both of y'all feel about Wilt Chamberlain as far as basketball history goes.
You're dick. You're dick.
Because I got some flame to add to it now.
He already knows how I feel about that nigga.
How do you feel about Wilt Chamberlain? As far as where Wilt lies in your top 10,
son.
will Wilt make your top 10 all time?
No.
He won't? Why not?
Bro, he was playing against school teachers.
Level of competition, one, first and foremost. Two, when you're, how tall was Wilt?
Bro, he was
like
the
7'1".
only 7-footer playing in the 1950s and 60s.
He was
No, he
7
wasn't.
feet
And
tall
he played a
when there
lot in
was,
the
and there's
70s
no.
too.
They created the rule
Bill Russell
for
was like
him.
6'8",
They-
6'6".
Bill Russell wasn't the
6'10".
only other center in the league.
They created the rule three seconds in the paint because of Wilt Chamberlain. That's his rule. But that means until they created the rule, he was literally standing at the rim as the only 7-footer in the league. They passed it up to him and he laid it.
Listen, Wilt's got so many
That's it.
efficiency records.
The
I
scoring,
won't even
the
talk
scoring
about the
record
records
in a
he got.
game is Kobe Bryant's 81. I will never respect
In
that.
the modern
Will.
era, bro,
I'll never
like-
respect
Well,
the
that
Will.
you're right, and that's what the thing is in
Not
the
that it
modern
was-
era. So
Bro.
what you do is you discount everything that happened before a certain era, and you can't do that because that's
No, it's not
evolution of the
discounting.
game.
Yeah.
No, you can't
You can't discount.
Right.
So what I wanted, the reason why I brought that up is just because of this, right? We're talking about Kobe, and we respect Kobe, right? What he thinks and everything like this. And this was very, very, very interesting when I heard this, right? I'm watching John Sally talk, and this is what John Sally was speaking about right here. And this is Kobe talking about his all-time list. Kobe. Kobe says Wilt Chamberlain first, himself, and then Jordan for the top 3. So if my nigga Wilt is getting a Kobe stamp of approval,
Drew League. This is when he shitting on James Harden.
Yeah, but
then
bro,
what that tells me is that he respects basketball evolution, and he understands that what was done before me and what
Yeah.
I was able to see,
Yeah,
I
but
can
that-
do because I saw it before. Everything
Yeah.
has to be visualized first.
Yeah, but
yeah,
You feel me?
I mean, I don't think us not putting Wilt or like up there. doesn't
Not
mean
respecting
that
anything
we're
he
not-
does.
Nah,
His
yeah.
skill accomplished. He didn't play against nobody. He was the only in this era that you can't, because everybody would recognize him as that. All basketball greats know Wilt Chamberlain was a freak.
He's a pioneer.
He was wild. He was Giannis before Giannis
He was a pioneer.
with no 3-point line.
Yeah.
So I
but-
just wanted to let you know that your man felt like he was the best ever. That's all. That's all.
Mic drop.
Kobe said it.
But that
it's
still
the
doesn't
Bible.
change my opinion.
Doesn't
Like,
have to. I want to add things because you're allowed to change your opinion if new information comes to you.
Yeah, but,
You know,
yeah.
you're allowed to change your opinion when you gather new information.
But that
So
still
it's just-
doesn't change
no,
my because it was
Doesn't
more
have to.
difficult for Kobe to get that 81 than it was for Wilt to get that 100.
It doesn't have to change your opinion. I just want you to have more information.
And that's
so that-
facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
I don't know. I'm just that in a modern era, in today's athlete and everything. Yeah, today's athlete's way better than the athlete that Wilt played against. But Wilt was farther ahead of. So he was so far ahead of his
Yeah,
time.
and you can't
I don't know
blame
if
him for
Kobe
that.
athletically.
You can't blame Wilt for being ahead of his time, bro. Like nobody's
Yeah.
blaming him for that. You can't. Blame
You can't.
Him for
You
that.
have to commend him for that. You have to say, "Wow, that's amazing." That's what you have
Yeah.
to do. You don't blame him. You say that's amazing
Yeah, in
for
that
being ahead of
in
your
that
time.
yeah, it
Ahead
was
of it doesn't matter
amazing.
what time.
Yeah,
Like
he'll
Jordan,
always get respect,
Yeah,
but
like,
I'm
I'm not
gonna appreciate
disrespecting him.
different performances over
Yeah.
his.
Yeah,
and you
like,
can, but just as long
yeah.
as you don't appreciate anybody who played with him or against him more than him. That's all.
No, yeah, he deserves the respect for
You
what
know?
he did for the game and everything
yeah,
like
nah,
that.
yo,
of course.
definitely.
But
Well,
Kobe's 81.
Congratulations, y'all feel a little better, a little different about it now.
Nah, it's
I
not a
feel
little.
good about
It's not
that.
a little different. Like you
You're
you
just-
thought that we
No.
like were shitting on the dude.
No, you're
like,
just talking a lot more respectfully you were after the Kobe video than you were about him before the Kobe
That's a
video.
fact. We were talking crazy.
You know what I mean? That's
Fuck
all.
out of here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all.
That.
That's all. It's okay.
But
But yeah, nah, I mean that's the thing, bro. Like when I saw that, I'm like, yo, if Kobe felt like that, that has to be strong. Because I've heard other players talk that too, but only big men say that. You know what I mean? I've heard Shaq talk about, oh, Wilt was a nice,
yeah.
But when Kobe said that, bro, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let me go to a Kobe fan and show a Kobe fan who shits on Wilt all the time. Put that in front of his face. But on top of that, in today's era, aside from having a dominant athlete like how Wilt was so ahead of his time. There's nobody like that in the NBA, like freakishly like that, who just gets away with murder, like how Wilt was getting away with murder back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The NBA is not built like that because even a guy like Giannis gets the work put on him sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so the competition is a little more evened out nowadays. I'll give him that, but he was, still ahead of his time and everything. Speaking of that, like, who do you think the best NBA team is in the league right now? The best team after the trade deadline, playoffs coming up, everybody's at it, everybody's team is set, nobody can move anymore. Best team in the NBA.
right now.
Clippers.
Yeah,
Clippers?
yeah.
Marcus Morris did it for you?
I thought they kind of were already, but to add a piece that's having the best year he's had,
Yeah.
this is the best
Is it-
year he's having in his
oh.
career.
He was wilding on the Knicks.
So to add a piece that's that confident, if you start the finals right now, yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I feel.
If you started the playoffs right
Hey.
now, with the top 8 teams right now, Clippers are winning. Right now.
I came into the season saying that they're the best team in the NBA.
I'll still run with the Lakers. I really do feel like the Lakers are better.
So,
Oh, nigga
Oh.
said.
I'm like, fuck you talking about, nigga? You
Yo.
trying to come at me, bro?
Yo, use your words, man.
Yeah, use your words.
Use your words, man.
Use your
Yo.
words, man.
That's
Yeah,
why you
nah.
behind the
Tay,
camera, man.
Yo,
That's why you behind.
shout
the
out
camera,
Will and shout out my man Tay, man, behind the
Don't
camera.
shout out
man.
Will, man.
Working hard.
Nah, yeah,
Niggas
Will's a
don't
bum
shout
ass.
out
Shout out
Will.
Will, man.
This
Fuck outta
this
here.
nigga was a bum ass nigga.
But
Nah, but I don't know. I like the Lakers, bro. I like the Lakers.
I like
Come
I
playoff
like the
time.
Clippers, man. The Clippers, I'm telling you, son, the Clippers got it because they have everything. They have when it comes
No,
to
yeah, they got
offense,
everything.
defense, they have everything.
at
They
all
have the
positions,
best
they're
two-way
deep.
players on the same fucking team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So what?
Like, I don't know. Kawhi has done
I
it. We've seen what
understand,
Kawhi
bro.
done,
I
but
understand.
I
Trust
don't know
me.
about Paul George and him.
I'm a Kobe fan. I want him.
But
now I
there's-
want
there's
him to
another
win a
guy
ring. When
called
did you ever hear me say I
RoboCop.
want LeBron James to win a ring? I want him to win
You
a
don't
ring.
know about RoboCop?
Yeah, you don't know about RoboCop. That's the whole thing.
Kawhi,
RoboCop.
You don't know about RoboCop.
Kawhi Leonard is RoboCop.
And then you got
Yeah.
silky smooth Paul George.
Yeah, like butter.
Silky.
But they're injury prone, though. That's the
Like,
thing.
but yeah,
man.
but
Best
they're not
two-way
injury prone when it
players
counts.
on the
They're
same
fragile.
team.
They're
Really?
not, they're
They're
not
not-
injury prone when it
Nah,
counts.
yeah, yeah.
Nah.
Kawhi
was hurt
shows
the whole
up. Yeah.
playoffs last year, and
Yeah.
he said,
Yeah,
"You know
he
what?
showed
I'm
up.
strapping up. I'm giving you 35,
Yeah.
and we win."
Every night, team
Bro,
on his back.
they're the best two-way
just
players on
crazy.
the same team. Bro,
That's RoboCop. Watch your mouth.
they do it on
Before
both
whatever you're gonna
ends.
say, watch your mouth. That's RoboCop.
Yo, name two other players besides Kawhi and Paul George that does it on both ends every single night.
Talk to me, Tay.
Clay and LeBron
Talk to me.
and Clay.
LeBron that's one thing that everybody said about him for his whole career that he could have but he never really gave it 100 on both ends every single
Right, he
night.
gave 80% on defense and 120 on offense. But
Because
that's why he's in year 17
and,
like this.
And I
you
give
know?
it to him because he always had to do the
Yeah.
most on
The
every single team.
most.
Yeah.
On every single team, and I give it to LeBron.
Every single thing.
But
But Clay Thompson does it too.
Clay
He-
do it.
When he's
Clay,
healthy,
but
he shows up
does-
every
but
night.
He doesn't have the
Yo,
workload.
he
that,
doesn't.
that-
Yeah,
you know what I'm
he
saying?
doesn't have the
You know what I love?
responsibility.
Yeah,
You know what I
like, he
love? Speaking about Clay, that all the smoke interview that KD did with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Shouted out Clay. Oh,
Yeah, nah, he
Dog.
fucks with him. He
Dog,
fucks with
yeah,
him.
Dog.
he's a dog.
He's
Yeah,
like
he
the
fucks with
epitome
him.
of a dog.
He does. He
Straps
goes
up
hard.
and loves that defensive
Yeah.
shit. Loves
He
it.
does.
Like takes pride in that.
But
Yeah.
then, but then I watch it and I'm like, I'm looking at, bro, the way KD talks about situations sometimes just rubs me the wrong way, bro. It really does, man.
I kind of go ahead.
Like it, because like the things that KD was saying as a leader of his team when he was talking about like Oklahoma City, when he was talking about Oklahoma City, his career there and everything, the things that the way he would throw a teammate under the bus or get into spats with people, you don't see great players. Like he's talented enough to be on a LeBron and Kobe level, bro, but you don't see Kobe and LeBron would never engage in the kind of things he engages in, the emotional arguments and fighting with reporters and, you know, what's my name? I'm KD. Very
sensitive,
emotional.
man.
but
Yeah,
an
he's
emotional
dumb
person.
sensitive.
They're
yeah,
not.
that's just him, man.
That's just him as a person.
And this
him
is
as a
why,
person.
right? And this is why instead of taking a team to, it's just a certain personality that you have to take a
So
team
you
to the
think
finals.
he needs to do it by himself for you to respect it?
Yeah, bro. He jumped on a moving train called the Warriors,
Mm-hmm.
going 90 miles an hour, and
Yeah.
one, you know, got a couple rings off of other players' strength. He added to it. Don't get it twisted. Like he's
Finals
KD.
MVP.
Yeah, he's KD. Like that's the icing on the cake for
Yeah,
real,
yeah.
for real. If anything, but that cake was in the oven already, and it tastes good too.
It
before he
tastes
came
good,
with the
too.
icing. You
That's a
feel me?
fact, that's a
And
fact.
so
Nah,
that's why
yeah.
I don't respect it
It was
like
some
that.
pound
Like,
cake before.
Yeah, yeah.
Delicious pound.
Yeah, it was selling out. You know what I mean? It's
I
people
mean,
wanted
this
that
is
before.
this is the way that I look at it.
Yeah, but you crazy though.
And I was told him, I was like, yo, that's like being at a job for 9 years, and you give it your all, and then it don't pay. Now you gotta change. You gotta change locations. You gotta change jobs. You know what I'm saying? So he just went to one job that was like, yo, we gonna give you that promotion, buddy. We gonna give you a hard worker.
So you didn't you didn't believe him when he was saying what led him to go to Golden State then?
no. You know
Because
what?
he said before that whole season he had been looking at their type of gameplay style and he liked it.
And
Right,
he-
and for his, you know, listen, humans in general, this is just a human thing, not even a basketball player thing. Humans always take the path of least resistance, right? And so if you can get a ring real quick, jumping on and having to do all he had to do was shoot 15 shots a night, and you know most of the time they weren't wide open. He had defense on him, but you had to worry about Steph and Clay and Draymond, you know. So it wasn't focused as it was on him in OKC, where he's taking triple and double teams every night, you know. And so it was the path of least resistance. It was easier. He got 2 rings. It was a great decision. If you want to look back and say, well, look at what I have in my closet right here, you know what I mean? But if you want to say, look at what I have in my chest, that's a different story.
Look at what I have in my chest.
You feel me? Like that's different.
I mean, yo.
That's how. And so my idols, you see how we crying about Kobe.
But you
legends that
can't
I look
say
up
that
to,
though, man.
my legends that I look up to, I want them to be like that. And so he's not
Yeah,
one
I
of my
don't know,
legends I look
man.
up to like that.
Unless
That's
he
why.
wins a ring in Brooklyn.
Yeah. If he wins a ring in Brooklyn, I'll be like, yo, KD's up there with those NBA those ghost legends. You know,
Yeah,
when you're
but
chasing
I
ghosts,
think that you're
Yeah,
really
KD's up
more
there.
so attacking his personality than just paying attention to him as a player. Like as a player, he's an all-time talent.
No, that's
You know
what I'm saying.
But
that's
when
why he
he's on the
can't-
court, like you acting like he don't have ice in his veins.
When he was up 3-1 against the Warriors and he lost 3 games in a
Yeah,
row.
that's one. That's
shows-
one step in his career. That's
then
one
next
step
year,
in his career.
then next year, the people that put me in the dirt, I'm gonna go with, and we're gonna be teammates now. And people talk about LeBron going to Miami as a crazy decision. Hell no, Jordan would have never done that. Never. But even LeBron would have never done that. Because when LeBron went to the Heat, LeBron helped build the Heat. KD didn't help build the Warriors. You know.
They were 73 and
Right.
9.
They had the
Yeah,
they
they
had
were-
the
they were
winningest
73 and
regular
9 before
season
him.
in history before him.
They got a
So,
ring before him.
You know, he added that icing, and it
I mean,
was a
they lost
special
that
icing.
year.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But yeah, man, that's why I feel like that about KD, bro. That all the smoke interview, like even the way, bro, what he's talking about, what made him leave the Warriors. He said that Draymond argument on the bench was a big deal behind it. He said, well, that was part of the reason. And then he's like, yeah, I kind of knew I was gonna leave halfway through the season already, you know. And I'm like, bro, Not that he didn't play like it, because he did come out and rupture his Achilles and played through injury. You know, like he did. He didn't play like he was half-hearting it, but he told you he half-hearted. He told you he knew where he wanted to leave.
Yeah, but he didn't have hearted though.
Yeah.
No, he didn't half-hearted. He didn't have. But could you imagine if he wanted to stay? How it would have looked?
Yeah, but I think he would have done the same thing.
You think it would have been the same?
I think it would've
I
been
don't
the
know.
same.
I feel like when people's hearts are in it, I think it makes a huge difference.
I think when it comes to hooping, I think KD's pure. When it comes to hooping on the court, he's pure.
He's a pure scorer.
I
bro.
think his business decisions and what he's done in his career and how he's navigated. Yeah.
No, yeah, because
I mean, you got to respect the fact that he knows what type of era he's in. In this era, rings matter the most. At the end of the day,
that is what the
take
argument usually
Eli
goes
Manning.
to.
We just had a conversation a couple episodes ago about Eli Manning.
Yeah.
Take his rings away. Is he a Hall of Famer?
no.
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 So rings matter, bro.
Yeah.
So KD was gonna be a what? Another Charles Barkley?
Because that's why
But that's the thing, though,
but that's
like,
why LeBron James put that team together in Miami. Because
Charles Barkley was
rings
never
matter.
looked at as the
You
best
know what I'm
offensive player ever.
Yeah, but
you know, like
Charles
KD's more
Barkley-
talented than Charles Barkley.
Yeah, but
Like KD's supposed to be able to do that. Take a team there. You know?
but
like
not
his
everybody
talent
likes
speaks
playing
for that.
hero ball. Like hero ball is the old school way of looking at it. Like, oh, that man's
my
putting them
best
on their
player
back.
versus
Like,
your best player.
yeah, like that's like right now the like there's only a certain few that really play hero ball now, and I can only name like
Houston.
yeah, man. Kawhi's one of them.
I was just
Like,
gonna say the
he's-
Raptors
you know
just
what I'm
won
saying? Like,
playing
ISO type
the,
players.
the NBA
Kawhi's
champions are played hero ball
Lit-
to win a ring.
Literally,
you know?
what I'm saying? Kawhi,
yeah.
like, and you haven't seen anything like that in a while, honestly, because the past couple years it's been super teams winning, from Boston Celtics to the Miami Heat to the Warriors.
San Antonio.
Yes. So
Yeah,
like
that's why I
we,
like where the
really
NBA's
haven't-
at now.
Yeah.
The NBA's going back instead of big threes, they're going to duos, and I like the duos. You
Yeah.
know that
Yeah.
Batman and Robin, with
Yeah.
two coming
I
every
like
night.
I like
you
it
know,
better too.
Yeah.
I like that
better too.
duo
I like it better
tandem
too.
coming out.
Good
Those-
roster.
Yeah, it makes
deep
it-
roster.
Bro, the
Yo,
NBA's fun to watch.
Yo,
bro.
I just seen on ESPN they had a list of like the MVP candidates and stuff, and I seen Dame as seventh.
7.
Yeah, as like seventh.
That's
That's
disrespectful.
playing
first
in
off.
Portland, bro. That's what happens.
They
when you play
have
in that
they
small
have
market.
they have Jimmy Butler above him, and honestly, Jimmy Butler's hooping. I know,
But yeah,
like,
but he's not doing Dame
he's
Lillard
not doing what
things.
Dame is doing though.
Bro,
You
Dame
know what I'm saying?
averaged 50 points
Yeah.
for the
10 games.
Yeah, in 50 points in a 10, or what is it, 45 or something
Something
stupid, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm
it's
like, what?
crazy.
But he plays in Portland.
Yeah,
if
but bro,
Dame
you
played in LA,
You can't say
what?
that though. Russ won an
Yo.
MVP in Oklahoma City
Yeah,
by himself.
yeah.
You can't say it anymore. You really
True.
can't.
Yeah.
That's
They kind of made
that's
OKC
the smallest
a big
of small
market,
markets.
Yeah,
But
no,
that's
yeah,
an MVP
yeah,
though,
absolutely
you know,
right,
the
though.
the ring. Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
We're talking about
yeah,
MVPs
we are
right
talking
now.
about
Yeah.
MVP. That's a
Nah.
fact.
I'm talking about popularity. The MVP you can win out of a small market. Russ did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, D-Rock. Oh, no, it's been done. It's been done. But
Yo,
seventh is
know,
a shaft.
But he's
Yeah,
just been
Nah,
bro,
he's
Dame
top-
is like
he's
number
definitely-
2 or 3 to
yeah,
me.
He's
bro,
definitely top 5.
he's been
Probably
overlooked.
top 3.
He's been overlooked for
Seventh is
years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I've voiced my opinion about it for years. Like you guys argued with me when I said that I think that he's better than Steph.
You know what
Y'all
I think?
was
Unfortunately,
arguing with me.
unfortunately, I'm gonna
You
keep
know?
it.
Dame. You know.
Unfortunately, I think Dame to this generation is going to be like the Baron Davis type player to us when we were growing up. If you ask us about BD,
yeah.
nothing but high praise. One of the best point
Yeah.
guards in the league.
Yeah.
But during the time when he was playing, he doesn't have the accolades necessarily to
I don't know. I
to
would
be
say
there
I would say
for
a little
us.
better to a player better than
Yeah, I
Barron
think
because
better.
Barron
Because
like Dame's
Dame-
had playoff
Dame has like Hall
winning
of Fame
series
numbers.
and,
Yeah.
and
Like,
you know like
when it's
Barron
all
never
said and done,
played.
he belongs in like
you know,
the Hall of Fame. Type
I don't know,
shit.
but I know what you're trying to say though. I know what you're trying to
Dame-
say. A player that's just not going to get enough respect as his talent was.
Yeah.
You know, I know exactly what
Maybe
you're
I'm
saying.
far fetching it right now. I
And
don't
and
know,
it is
but
crazy though, man. But yeah,
he's nice.
it
though.
just shows though, like you said, he's 7.
He's not a Hall of Famer right now.
Nah, not right now. Not right now.
No.
But I'm saying like he has the potential.
In
Yeah,
order to-
yeah,
like,
100%.
Bro.
like how Barkley.
But
Never
I'm saying
really won or
right
nothing
right
like
now,
that, you
right
know,
now his career right
but
now, he's not
he
a Hall of
definitely
Famer
has that.
because of why?
Because he has no rings.
He has no accolades.
Yeah, he
You
has
can-
no MVPs.
you- right, I was just gonna say you can go
He
into
gets
the Hall of
snubbed
Fame
from a lot of these. It's not even. they count them all
NBA
NBA,
all-first
all
teams.
defensive,
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
second, third
And
teams.
he gets snubbed from a
He
lot
gets
of
snubbed
them.
from a
man.
lot of them.
No,
He
it's
gets
true,
snubbed
man.
from.
You know what I'm
from a
saying?
lot.
Like
It's
Baron
really not
Davis,
fair.
shit like that. Like
It's really
Baron
not fair,
Davis
bro.
was not what his accolades showed.
Yeah.
His accolades showed very minimal to
trying
what
to-
he really was.
trying
Bro,
to-
and
Yeah.
the era you have to play in plays a lot too. Because if Barron played in this era with the shoot heavy guard driven league, he would be crazy, bro. Baron Davis would have been
Think
wild.
about a couple players. Him, Brandon Roy,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
another Portland boy.
Right.
Yo, Brandon Roy would be stupid. Yo, I was telling Danny the other day, was like, yo, if Charles Barkley was like to play in this era, bro, he'll be like Zion Williams.
Nah, that is who he's most like. He's exactly like Zion,
Facts.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Not a great shot, but he can shoot. Athletic,
He
banger.
was like, bro,
Even
he
a body
was
type.
beast,
He's just
bro.
that big.
I just
that,
like
you
the
know.
fact that
Think
Young
about
Boys
it.
is running the league.
Yeah, Young
Leagues
Boys is
throughout
running the
sports
league,
now,
bro. Shout out Trey Young. Shout out Luca. You know what I'm saying? All
Bro,
the young boys,
Patty
man. for real.
Mahomes. He's
Yeah.
a 24-year-old
Patty Mahomes is
MVP,
crazy.
Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl
Super Bowl
MVP.
MVP at
And you
24.
got the trifecta in 1 year.
Nigga.
There's not a lot of people get the trifecta in 1 year. The MVP, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl
Yeah.
champion.
Yeah, in a
That's-
calendar year he won.
You know, yeah, in one. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But he deserved it, man. For
Yeah,
real. Like
100%.
he had a hell of a season. You know what
It's
I'm saying?
just the young boys running
Yeah,
it,
son.
man.
That's a fact.
Nah, man, for real.
Boys is
Deshaun
running
Watson
it.
too, like he son, these
Mike
young
Vick
boys is
changed the
on
league. That's why.
Yeah, Mike Vick changed the league by far.
Mike Vick changed
I
the
want to
league.
see that.
Mike
yeah,
Vick
that
is a
30
Hall
for
of
30
Famer
thing.
Yeah,
strictly
there's
based off of
there's
his influence on the game. Period.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
changed the quarterback position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I don't care what nobody said.
he definitely
He
did.
changed the quarterback position.
He
The
definitely
whole he
did.
should be a running back shit started with him.
Yeah,
He should be a running back. He should be a wide receiver, not a quarterback.
yeah,
Yeah, guys like Lamar Jackson.
and yeah,
stuff.
and they
They're
and
not
they
here
tried
without
to
him.
and they tried to force that on Lamar Jackson too. They tried to
Yeah.
really like be like, nah, well, why don't you try out for like
Bro, him.
fullback, or why don't you try out
Cam,
for, you know.
Tebow,
Yeah.
all these dudes that were.
But nowadays they're more lenient with giving people a shot.
Yeah, you got
You know what I'm
to.
saying? Because I bet you if they would have gave Tebow a shot, man, he definitely would have been like a
man.
really.
He's a
good
winner.
quarterback.
He's just a winner.
He's a winner,
Yeah.
bro.
He's gonna
He's
find a way to
Yeah,
win.
bro. He's
Yeah.
How do you not
Different.
let a guy like that play? Like,
right.
Yeah.
I always thought that was so.
those
crazy
are the
to
most
me.
important pieces to have on a team.
And then when he did play, like he won a playoff game and shit. You
Bro,
know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
come on,
His-
man.
Against
his-
the Patriots of
his
all
the
Florida,
Steelers.
when
It
he
was the
when he
Steelers.
guaranteed the
Was it?
championship.
Yeah, it was the Steelers,
When he
yeah.
Nah,
guaranteed the championship.
I thought he won that game when he was on Denver.
Denver.
Versus,
Yeah. It was over the Steelers. Yeah, he threw it over. Yeah, he
was
won the
against the
game-winning
Steelers.
touchdown.
Yeah, I thought he won.
When
the
he
Patriots.
said
Either
that,
way, it's a
that,
great
that
team.
speech in Florida where he guaranteed the championship,
Yeah.
that shit still gives me goosebumps, bro.
Yeah, nah.
You will never know someone who will work harder, who will work my guys harder.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
Tebow
he-
is
We're gonna
He's
win
a
the
fucking-
championship.
he's a fucking beast. And then like he praises Jesus right after.
Word. That's
You know
what's
what I'm
so
saying?
scary
Like
about it.
he'll literally run you over
And give you a
Pick
Bible.
you up,
and give you a Bible.
pick you up, and say I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. Praise God.
Praise the Lord.
It is.
Hey, he's crazy,
It's
bro.
real though.
Ultimate competitor. That's
It's
why.
like
a
it's like
robbery for him
overall
not
throughout
playing.
sports is very like
It's very rare in sports where you find like you
yeah
know
like
people
you're
that,
the
that like you know, are competitors
the
like
relying
that.
play the people
Yeah,
that you're relying
yeah.
on player wise are the younger players on these teams.
Yeah.
Vets are still vital for more of the coaching aspect and the teaching, not necessarily for what
Right.
vets used to bring when we were coming up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more the presence. The
Vets
young
used
guys
to-
are really the guys going,
Mhm.
doing it.
True.
Yeah.
But they're right that because it was this competitive thing. I was listening to, the dude Nick Young. He be talking. He be having his videos and shit, bro. Nick Young talking about how when he played with Kobe, like one of his last years, right? They were getting blown out by like Denver, and this is just Kobe as a competitor, bro. You know how like if Kobe was playing on the Lakers, half of the people on the team, or maybe 8 out of the 15 might have Kobe's on
Yeah.
playing Kobe's, right?
Mm.
Bro, they come in, they're getting stomped in halftime. Kobe makes everybody who's wearing his shoes take them off
Yo,
and
Yeah.
throw them in the
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
Bro, he told that story. I said, what?
Bro,
yeah.
Yo,
take them off.
take them off and
Yeah.
put them all in the center.
Take
You
'em
know
off.
what I mean? Like, I was like, yo, Kobe's
too
a
soft to wear
competitor,
these.
bro.
Yeah.
You
Too
don't
soft.
care.
Bro, he like, you know, people with that with that killer instinct is rare, bro.
Yeah.
That's why people
Bones.
I heard
Killer.
Like John Jones.
yo, yeah, man, like John Jones, man.
Word.
Speaking of that,
Killer.
we just watched the fight and stuff. Do y'all really think that he won that fight?
Yes.
Like unanimously?
Not unanimously, but he won the fight.
Nah, yeah, he won it unanimously because all
I think
unanimous
what- I think-
means
I
is
thi-
that all
honestly,
three judges felt like he
the
won
only
the fight.
Nah,
That's
I
all
think he
unanimous
won-
means.
I think
Unanimous
he
doesn't
won-
mean he won every round.
I think he won
that
2,
doesn't-
4,
that
5.
doesn't mean-
What does unanimous mean then?
No, don't fucking.
I'll tell you, unanimous decision means all three judges agreed he won. That's what unanimous means. Split decision would mean if two judges felt like he won and one judge felt like Reyes
the other
won.
guy won.
That's what a split decision is. So
I think
it was
I think-
unanimous.
I think he won Bones won the fight. He won round 2, 4, and 5. I think Reyes won rounds 1 and 3, and I think that's how the fight broke down.
Bro.
He even look. If you want the truest, I feel like if you want the truest definition of the fight, Bones said it in his post fight. He said it. He was like, the reason why I won this fight was because I had 3 takedowns. He had none.
Yeah.
Round
Regardless
4
of
and
whether
5.
it was he bounced up quick or not, he still was taken down to the ground 3 times.
Reyes wasn't even looking to wrestle, bro. But his
Nah,
stand up, he was
well, he's
looking
not
to
a-
strike.
he was
He
looking
get
to
it
exchange,
because he was
bro.
catching John.
Because he's a striker. He's
He
not a
was looking to
wrestler.
exchange.
He was catching
You know?
John.
To exchange.
Those first 3
But-
rounds, bro, that was back and I'm looking at him like, yo,
He did
is
not
this John
run.
Jones?
He was not afraid.
Yeah.
No
he
fear.
fought like a champion.
Yeah,
fucking
You know
Rocky
what I'm saying?
Balboa.
He fought like he was fighting like a
was
champion.
definitely sure within himself that he could win that fight.
Yeah.
That's how he
that's a
fought.
fact.
That was true belief in self. It had nothing to do with who was standing in front of him. It was,
Yeah.
I believe that I can win this fight.
And I've never seen, honestly, I've never seen John Jones really back up like that and really take punishment like that. You know what I'm saying?
Retreated a couple
I mean,
times.
he took he did take a lot of punishment in the Alexander Gustafsson fight, but that was just like
Bro,
cuts and shit,
he
but-
retreated a couple times.
Reyes, yeah,
Like
Reyes
not
was
even
showing
like
a
it was
lack
just
of
one
respect.
time. He
Yeah.
retreated a couple times.
Yeah.
Had to gather
just-
himself. Like, all right,
Yeah.
what, yo, is this guy for real?
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. The whole fight was kind of like Bones, like, yo, is this
Bro,
dude for real?
It's like almost like a
he's the
lack of
greatest-
respect.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
this kid's got to
yo,
be
Bro,
crazy
he's the
swinging at me like
greatest-
this.
He's the greatest of all time, bro. He's the greatest mixed martial artist of all time.
But like we were saying after that fight, I think in a situation like this, you're always gonna lean a little bit towards the champ because he's the champ for a reason.
yeah.
But in a rematch situation, with an ending and the way the fight went, you gotta give a little bit of to the fact that now Reyes has seen him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got confidence.
Now he knows
Yeah.
that I went 25 minutes when I've never done that before.
Yeah.
He's never fought 5-minute rounds. He's
Yeah.
never had rounds 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Those are big components that 4 and 5 were all Bones.
Yeah, this was his first
Bro,
championship.
If it was a
fight, man.
3-round fight, Bones loses.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a fact. But he wouldn't be,
As calm, yeah.
As well, no, he wouldn't like.
He would have
set
been
that
more
same
urgent.
Pace.
No,
yeah, he
yeah,
would have been
You know
more
what I'm saying?
urgent.
Like his pace would have been
But
like.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Reyes
Imagine
didn't know
John.
that.
Imagine John Jones in a 3-round fight. He'll fucking tear somebody's head off.
But that's what Reyes was trying to do.
Yeah.
Imagine now he knows. All right,
Yeah.
I gotta. My stamina needs to be
Yeah.
longer
longer.
than what it was.
And not for nothing, bro. He lasted a long time. Like even when he was tired, he still dug
That's what
deep.
I'm saying. That's
And
what
still,
he was
you know what I'm
arguing. He was like,
saying?
"Yeah, he took me down, but I
Yeah.
popped right back up."
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
At a
man.
low stamina
Yeah.
point.
He
It's
surprised
just
me.
Bro,
the whole
big shot.
yo
That
man.
was an amazing fight.
Yeah.
That was an amazing
Amazing
That was
fight.
a-
I
that was
hope.
a
I
shocker.
really, I really hope that they run that back, man. Because
If
that
before,
fight-
be, I,
yeah, they
to me,
gotta
I
run
think
that back.
before Jones, they were talking after in the post interview. They were talking about him going to heavyweight. What does he want to do?
Yeah.
I think this kid deserves a rematch before he
Yeah, I
decides
think-
about changing
yeah.
weight classes.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this kid deserves a
Yeah.
rematch.
yeah.
Nah,
Before
bro.
he fights Stipe Miocic, he got to fight that kid again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think in the fight though. I don't think that we saw because we saw Reyes give Jones his best shot, but I don't know if we saw Jones give Reyes his best shot when they were standing up. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the fight, even like if you look at their face, Reyes looks better than John Jones. Reyes has
Not
a cut
really.
over.
No,
Bro,
you-
John
you
Jones was
crazy?
like talking different. His lip
I'll
was so
show you,
swollen.
bitch. You're crazy.
You know?
You're bugging.
I'm talking about in the ring. We just watch a fight and seen him talk after the ring and
My son's all messed. Are you crazy? Hell no. I'll go to John Jones now. He looks pretty normal compared to Reyes.
I don't know. I
He
mean,
looks pretty normal compared. Like Reyes got a fucking like. It looks like an indentation.
I
in his
feel
head.
like
Yeah.
I feel like it shows
You
on
know
his
what I'm
face who won
saying?
the strike, who won the significant strike battle.
I disagree in the sense where
John Jones is more accurate. So
I disagree in the sense that Jones tagged him.
Yeah, Jones tagged him.
Jones hit him with the same punch he's knocked plenty of other people out with in that fight, and it did not put him down.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
He tagged Jones with like punches that'll normally knock people.
The
that
legend
he went
that
against
comes with Jones, and now Reyes just went the whole way.
Yeah, but
I
see,
could
Jones,
I could take that.
it was just so surprising not even to see Jones even attempt to shoot before round 4.
Yeah.
that was
Well,
weird, bro. It just didn't fight like John
he
Jones.
played
It
it
was
smart
just
though,
weird.
because like you're going against a striker. You're not gonna try to shoot him or take him down,
Bro, that's
when
what I was
he's
gonna
like
say.
fresh.
His
You know
first,
what I'm
the
saying?
first
Like,
3 rounds,
he's very
put enough
on,
respect
like, high
in
alert.
Bones
Yeah.
to realize I gotta wait till I tire him out. He was kicking his legs the whole
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
He
I gotta
was
tire him out in
wearing
order
him
to
down.
shoot.
That's what he had to do.
The first 3 rounds put enough respect in Bones to be like, I gotta play this smart, because if I try and shoot right now, I could catch a knee to the dome and this is it.
Yeah.
Reyes looked like a kickboxer, bro. It was.
He said it after the fight. He said
Yeah.
our kickboxing and
Yeah.
exchanging was even.
Yeah.
I can't wait till next week with Romero and Adesanya. That's gonna be a good one, because
Nah,
Izzy's
that's
kind of
in,
like John.
March.
He's just
That's
it's in March.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in March.
next
Yo,
week
man,
is
shout out
Deontay
to-
Wilder.
Shout out to the soldier of God, Yoel Romero, bro.
Yeah.
He's a fucking beast, yo.
Nah,
Style-
he is.
style
Man, did you
bender,
see him
man.
dancing against
Yeah.
each other in
Yo,
the
son, yo,
did a
yeah.
backflip?
Son, you ever heard him talking shit?
No.
He
Yo.
doesn't understand English, but he
He
speaks
was like, I love
English.
you.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
love
understand, but he
you.
speaks, bro.
Easy. I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming for you. Yo, Cuban nigga, bro.
Yeah, like he
Funny,
got
bro.
laryngitis or something.
He was like,
bro.
look, I'm 42 years old. Look at it. I look good.
And he said that, but that was his answer to when the guy asked him,
Yeah.
so have you seen any competitors around here lately?
That nigga's
He
crazy,
didn't
bro.
understand what he said, so he's like, oh, yeah, look at me. Oh, I'm 42, I look good. Yeah.
Yeah, look
He had no
good.
idea what the dude was asking him, so
No.
he's just saying whatever
Talking
English
about
he
shit.
knows.
He's
Whatever
a
he
funny
knows.
dude.
Talking about
And not for nothing, like, if anybody gets a chance to like watch like Yoel's fights, bro, like he's a dog. And he fought every single one of his fights damn near is like a split decision, because bro, he fights all these young dudes. He's 42 years old and competed in the Olympics in 2004 and won a silver medal for wrestling.
He's fighting the style bender.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. But you have to watch. Like if you go back and you watch his Robert Whitaker fight, which Stylebender beat Robert Whitaker to get the middleweight thing, you might say that Yoel deserved that chant before Stylebender, because, bro,
Styles
He
make
beat-
fights.
yeah, no, Styles make fights, but at the end of the day, like, I mean, I really can't talk because like you guys didn't watch it. But
Yeah, it's
that's
crazy because like when you talk about when we hear me and Matthew watch these embeddeds and all these vlogs, and when you hear other fighters talk about Yoel Romero, they talk about him
Yeah,
like the
they don't-
boogeyman, bro.
People are scared to fight him.
Masvidal is like, bro, he's a fucking dog, bro. I'm scared
People
of
are
that nigga,
scared
bro.
to fight him. Like he's
Masvidal.
No, because they know it's a fight coming.
Yeah,
That's
you know what I
why-
mean? Like he's a,
but he's not afraid of a fight.
but
he's
his
not.
chin is crazy, so
And
I
bro,
don't know
he's
if Izzy's
42
gonna
going
affect
against
it like
all
that.
these young dudes and
And his
washing
age is
them.
unknown.
He knocks him out. He knocks
Bro.
him out.
Yeah, nah, yo, bro.
Right?
You think he knocks
been
him out?
there, mad fights. No, I don't think. Who? Yoel knocks Izzy out?
Do you think Izzy knocks him out?
Hell no.
Nah,
Hell no. Yeah,
Izzy wins.
I say he
definitely.
wins, but never with a knockout.
Yeah, but not by
Romero's
knockout,
heart
bro.
is too crazy.
Yo, Yoel's a dog.
Yeah.
Man. You're gonna have to
Bro.
stab that nigga to knock
you
him
know,
out.
you know what it is with Yoel, bro? Yoel comes from the Cuban Olympic training facility system.
He's a
right?
dog, man.
And in Cuba is like North Korea. The Spanish North Korea. That's what Cuba was before we started messing with them. They do whatever they want in there. Like, he was a prime athlete who was winning medals for them. They were putting probably all kind of wild chemicals in his body. He was probably like a science experiment. And look at him. He looks like the Hulk, bro. He
He's
looks
the
like a Cuban Bruce
Captain
Banner.
America.
Yeah, he looks like Bruce Banner. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so anytime, bro, that I hear, like, his age is unknown to me. That's like those Dominican baseball players. How old are they? We don't know. Right?
He says he's 42.
We don't know.
He said,
How old is Big Papi? Like 55, but we think he's 44, 43?
Yeah, what it is, bro.
Right? You know what I mean?
Birth certificate says?
Remember Danny Almonte?
Bro.
Remember Danny Almonte, bro?
Bro,
That's
but-
old school,
yeah,
so you
yeah,
got to be a
yeah,
baseball
yeah,
fan or
yeah,
know
yeah.
Danny Almonte. That's the Little League World Series
That's why they
scam.
got the
Yeah,
rap
yeah.
for that.
You know what I mean?
But Alfonso Soriano, who, I don't know. He's been 42 like a couple times.
You feel me? You feel me? Bro? And
my
so that's why I
number,
say with
like,
Yoel, like
42.
I don't know how old he is. He could be 50, bro.
Yo,
but he's a science experiment.
but at the end of the day, that's why this fight is like as like hype as it is, because like Adesanya called him out. Like nobody calls him out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like somebody back in the day. Like I want to fight Tyson. Like you fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you fucking nuts.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
what does it do now? He's already one of the baddest men on the
No,
planet.
this is just for
but
self.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like this has nothing to
That's
do.
what he's thinking.
This-
He's
this
like,
is-
if I beat the person that the whole
Right.
the whole
division is afraid of,
of, yeah.
I'm untouchable. Like,
Yeah, bro.
And-
that's why I fuck with Israel, because his mindset, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I have the belt, but I'm not satisfied. Like I didn't beat the best yet. Like he was like, yo, I don't care if John Jones is a champion or not. I want to fight him before he retires.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Better get his
just
weight up.
just
That would-
just
that-
to have the
there's no way he could
satisfaction
ever
of
make
him
that
beating.
weight.
Yeah,
There's
nah.
no way he could ever make
There's no way. Like that fight is never gonna happen. By the
Yeah.
way, ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, John-
Like, that fight is never gonna. It's great. It's great talk. It's great.
That's
you know,
because
beef and shit.
It's
Every-
similar styles.
listen.
Yeah, but
Listen,
that fight's
you know
never
what?
gonna happen.
I wouldn't say never, because Dana White is the best. We always talked about how Dana White does
Yeah,
his
but
thing when it comes
John
to making
Jones
it
is
what he
not
want.
moving down the
But yeah,
middleweight,
that's the thing. John
first of
Jones,
all.
I don't
He's
think
not
will
moving
move
down
down.
the middleweight.
Yeah, I don't think John Jones will move
And
down.
let's see
But
how
how
Izzy
tall is
does.
Izzy? How tall are
He's
they?
like 6'3". He's
They're
not,
like the same height?
Yeah, they're like about
Oh,
the same
so
height. They're
so
not.
if he wants to be if he wants to
Yeah,
talk
but
like
that's
that,
like
he could
saying
just
me
put
and
his weight
Kevin.
up.
Me and Kevin are the same height.
But if you trained and put on muscle,
you guys way different.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you train and put on muscle, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but if Hove trains and put on muscle, then he might not be as fast as he.
As I am
you
right
know,
now.
as he is
Absolutely.
now.
lose
Absolutely.
quality.
You know what I mean?
Israel gains 10 pounds. John Jones loses 10 pounds. They fight in light heavyweight
yeah,
at 195.
that's true. You know,
Yeah,
It's
but
possible.
But light heavyweight's 205.
With Dana White,
You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
John Jones went into the fight 205.
204. Yeah, yeah.
and with Dana
And
White,
no- and
Dana
no
White will
funny,
make it
Izzy
happen.
probably sits at like
make it
2
happen.
something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his probably sitting weight without.
So
I
you're
think-
saying that fight could happen.
I think we just talked ourselves into the
yeah,
fight.
we just
happening
talked
now.
ourselves into the fight. Sorry,
Fuck
ladies
it's
and
Dana
gentlemen.
White.
That fight is gonna happen
Get in your
That
bag.
shit might happen,
Get in
bro.
your bag.
next year.
Next year.
Get in your bag.
Cinco de Mayo.
But you,
He wanted Nate and
yeah, that shit happened.
Yeah.
That shit
Bro,
happened.
the bag they would make off that fight.
They'll make a
Crazy.
crazy back.
They would.
That'll strictly be a money fight. For real, like
Yeah.
I bet you that wouldn't even be for no championship. Like Izzy would just be happy putting on the weight just to fight John Jones,
Yeah, facts.
and them just making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, because you,
You know
could
what I
really
mean?
make that a big crazy fight. Like
Oh,
they could
hell
fight
yeah.
in Africa, like Zimbabwe. You know,
Bro.
remember the Thriller in Manila, or
Like,
you know,
bro,
something like that.
Something.
That fight is gonna be my fight that I always wanted to see. John Jones fight Anderson Silva when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
Like I've always wanted to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we never got that. For the
Yo,
fact that
Izzy
we can
fought
get this.
Silva.
Yeah, Izzy fought
Yeah.
Silva, but he was like an
But I'm
older
saying-
Silva
I'm
and
saying,
stuff
like,
like that.
that's-
You know, if
He made that happen.
Yeah,
he
he
just
made
wanted to
it
fight
happen.
Silva because that's his idol.
yeah, bro. Yeah.
He's like, I
And
just want
that's
to
what-
fight you because you're
That's
who
what
I
makes
look up
and that's
to.
what makes him
What
better
did he
than most
say?
fighters.
He was like when Silva was like posing like that, and he was like that it looked like some from Naruto,
yeah, he's OD with the anime.
Yeah, bro. That's why I fuck with him,
Yeah,
bro. Cause
fact.
like
big
he's
in
like,
the
yeah, he's
anime.
big in anime and stuff like that. But like, you got to look at it too. Like Kevin Gastelum was his hardest fight, and Kevin Gastelum is like Will's height. He's like literally Will, bro. Kevin Gastelum is literally Will. Like just a short, stocky nigga that's heavy-handed. You know what I'm saying?
Fold him like a chair.
So like you have to. So you think that going into a fight with a John Jones that's 6'4" and as lethal as he is, and your hardest fight to date was Kevin Gastelum? Compared, like, come on, I don't. That's why that's one reason why I said that fight would never happen because. But I don't know.
You gotta have that perspective throughout.
Yeah.
Because you're not saying that again with Lomachenko. And Lomachenko necessarily hasn't fought nobody neither. But you ain't saying Lomachenko's the truth.
Boxing's
He's
so
about
much
to fight
different though,
Javante,
and that's
though.
the thing.
But I'm saying that mentality where
yeah,
look at what his body of work.
right.
Is he's destroying people.
Yeah.
Destroying people.
And he's been in the UFC
Boxing's
for less
just too
than
corrupt,
for less
though.
than
That's
2
the
years.
thing. That's why it just kills me. You never get the fights you ever want to see in boxing, bro. That's
Yeah,
you've
so
been saying Dana
disappointing,
White
bro.
should take over.
Oh, I
Yo,
I
if,
wish.
if
I
Dana
wish.
White took over, bro, like
Everybody would fight everybody.
Lomachenko would be fighting all these dudes, bro.
We would get Lomachenko Pacquiao this year.
Right. Terrence Crawford would have been fighting more
Oh my
people
God,
than he
I would
fights.
love to see Lomachenko
you know?
fight Terrence Crawford.
Yeah,
bro.
like they would have been
I
fought
would
already.
love to see that, bro.
It's just
I
so
would
many.
love
It's
to
so
see
crazy.
that.
Teddy Atlas was talking about on his joint, bro, how boxing is so the corruption in boxing. He just put out a video a couple 2 days ago talking about the corruption in boxing. Goes in, bro, because it's so true, and that's what stops the great fights. That's why the sport went down. People don't want to watch as much. You're gonna go to where you get what you want, and the UFC is giving you what you want, bro. It's such a shame.
Yeah. Bro,
they're
it's
literally giving
like
you that
right
fight.
now, like it's. I think they put it like some stats or something about like what's like the most watched sports, and it's like football, basketball, UFC, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's like the
believe it.
most watched sports and stuff like
Even
that.
though coming up this weekend, the Fury fights this weekend, right?
Oh yeah, man.
Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury.
I
That's
got
gonna be
Fury,
big, bro.
baby. I got Fury, baby.
Bullshit.
I got
man.
Fury,
Yeah.
baby.
He's a madman.
wild.
Outbox that man.
He's a bad man.
Their first fight on the scorecards, hey, he beat him.
I agree. He did outbox him.
If he would have never got that,
See,
swing
this
for
is where
the
you get-
fences type punch.
Bro,
Swing for the
Deontay Wilder
fences.
has
It is.
the power of a god.
But
Right.
all right,
Like,
but this is a
he just
fact
needs
right
to
here, bro.
connect it
Look,
this fight.
this is a fact right here.
Let's hear it.
On majority of his fights that he fights, he's always losing on the scorecard. That's a fact. So he's so as a boxer, he's not really that good of a technician of a boxer.
That's
But
how
he's a freak.
freakish he is,
But
right?
he's a freak.
And so,
But that's why he wins his fights because he's a freak, bro.
and so this is why me and Matthew have had this debate plenty of
Yeah.
times before. And I always ask Matthew, I said, what would you rather have? Would you rather have the mental for whatever sport you play, whether it's boxing, basketball, anything? Would you rather have the mental and not so much the physical, or would you rather be physically gifted and be able to learn all that other stuff?
100%.
You can always learn all that other stuff. You have to have those physical gifts
It's
first.
option two.
And that's why this is also a fact. Deontay Wilder is becoming a better boxer with every fight.
No, he is. I'm not saying that he's not, but when
And
it,
so
but when
that's
it comes
why-
to like Tyson Fury, like he's
He got outboxed by
He's
Tyson Fury.
he's an elite boxer. Like
know?
you see.
I
that-
But he
wouldn't
also
say
put
elite,
that big
though.
motherfucker on his ass.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's cool.
I wouldn't
but-
say he's elite though, because I watch him throw punches.
Bro,
and he throws
he's
punches
6'7"
like this sometimes.
He's 6'7"
like
and he
backhanding
moves around.
guys.
Bro, he's 6'7" and he moves
It's not
around the
pretty.
ring.
Yeah, but it's not pretty though.
Bro,
It ain't Paul George
He's-
dribbling. It ain't smooth
he's
like
light.
that.
Yo, he's light on his feet. His skill set.
You think
is,
we'll ever get that fight?
what?
The Wilder Joshua fight?
I'm actually
think
more.
so.
I'll be more excited for Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua,
Oh jeez.
because that'll be more of like a real boxing fight.
Oh god. This kid disrespects Wilder at every turn.
I'm not disrespecting Wilder.
At every
like,
turn.
bro, I'm not disrespecting him. Like, he's a
God
freak.
gave him gifts
but-
and he works with them.
Yeah.
So
Bro.
you're gonna see this weekend. Now I want Tyson Fury to get knocked out. Now I want it to happen. At first, I
Okay.
wanted to see a good fight. Now I don't want to see a good fight.
Now I want him to walk out and.
Well, you're gonna see the
50
Gypsy King rise like a phoenix.
That's
like
a
a
fact.
fucking superhero, bro.
Bro, he did. That was amazing.
Yeah,
if he
bro.
didn't get up, he loses that
Yo,
fight.
that nigga was asleep. He said,
Like a WWF, like the
Somebody must have walked by with smelling salts or some shit, like cracked one.
Crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Walk by the ring.
yo.
That's gonna
Bro.
be big this weekend, though.
Nah,
But,
man.
the only
that's
thing that woke
definitely
him
gonna
up
be a
was
big
God.
fight.
yeah, that was. It was.
Said, son,
I don't know how.
stand.
This is just home.
But that's another surprising thing. Like boxing could have marketed this fight so much bigger and better. You
Nah,
know
yo,
what I
they
mean?
did it. But it's just it's just crazy how like it like flip flop from UFC being like on Spike TV and not recognized to like now it's more recognized in boxing. You know,
Yeah.
and I can say now, Floyd is one of the reasons why boxing is like not recognized no more. Because when he was still active, he was the reason why people tuned
but
into boxing.
It's hard
you know what I'm
you can't
saying?
say recognized though, because they're still not even in this Bones fight.
Yeah.
Their bag is not what a boxing
Nah, yeah,
pay per
like
view is.
like they
So
can
until
get, like,
they can get
300 mil,
boxing
yeah.
money, they're not as recognized as boxing.
You know what I think it is? I think maybe that, and this is just me being crazy. I think that the bag probably is, and the UFC just doesn't make it seem like
No,
that, so they can
you know
pocket
what it
all
is,
the money
though?
instead of giving
No,
it to
No.
because
you
know
Because
You
at
got
the end of
certain
the
guys
day-
that would have exploited that already.
Nah,
a
nah,
Conor
bro.
McGregor is not settling for anything less than what he deserves.
At-
A
yo,
John Bones
at the end
Jones
of
is
the
not
d-
settling for
yeah,
anything less
no,
than he
you're-
deserves.
No, you got.
They're at the Ronda Rousey at her height
I
was
just
not
feel like,
settling.
You know what it is? Why I said that? Because so much shady shit happens in boxing.
yeah,
I feel like the
100%,
UFC's doing the
100%.
same thing, but they're probably not.
But I just
'cause
feel like
they
Nah.
guys that have
better
come
shit.
along,
UFC's more fair.
you know what I'm
than
saying?
boxing.
Like there's no way a Conor McGregor is not getting everything he's owed, bro.
But
Yeah.
where did he go to get his real bag?
yeah.
You feel me?
Because
Well,
they're not
yo.
as recognized as boxing.
Well,
That's,
you have
it's
to look
not-
at
they're
it-
not at that point. They're coming. They're on
Yeah.
a super spike coming,
Yeah.
but they're not there yet because
Yeah, but you have to look
a
at it too. Like, there's no organization in
Canelo
like,
fight right
boxing
now?
Like that.
No,
Besides
Canelo fight
Top-
right now is a
Yeah,
$200 million fight.
Besides Top Rank,
If Canelo
know?
fight right now is $200 million. John Bones Jones just fought the greatest UFC fighter of all time. Was nowhere close to that. It's just not as recognized
Well,
yet, but it's on a spike.
I think in the long run they do make more money than the boxers now because once you sign a UFC contract, you have 3 fights a year. So you win, obviously you win money every single time you fight, and people like Conor, they fight 3 times a year. He probably makes 30 mil.
But that's what I'm saying.
Every
He-
so
he-
often.
If he gets 30 mil every fight, that's
Yeah.
3 fights. That's 90 mil. He fought once in boxing and got $100 million.
Yeah, but a boxer like Floyd, he fights 1 time a year and makes like 100 mil, 200 mil, whatever. the case
Yeah,
is.
but that's what I'm saying.
You know
it
what I'm
takes
saying?
it takes UFC. It takes you to risk your life 3 times when I only have to do it once for a bigger
yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
I get
nah,
more
yeah,
risking
yeah.
it once. You got to risk it 3 times.
But that's guaranteed money though.
losing.
Yeah, but that's but the UFC is more guaranteed money though. I feel like because
No.
like you're signing a contract
Guaranteed?
for
No.
3
No,
Boxing's
bro.
a
fights.
guaranteed
Like
money.
boxing,
Bro,
you're not
Floyd's a
guaranteed
billionaire.
fights.
Yeah, but that one
You know
fight,
what I'm
you're
saying?
getting more
Yeah,
guaranteed
but
money.
you're not guaranteed fights in boxing.
If you're
You have to like you
no, I see what
look
you're
for your
saying.
fights
You're right. The
in-
UFC
in,
sets up fights. In boxing, you have to negotiate fights.
Yeah, like it's more easier
Yeah.
for you to get your back because even if your opponent is hurt, they still have a dude on call to replace that person that you're fighting. So the show must go on.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I'm saying? They
but-
don't have that in
no,
boxing.
you're right.
Once it's done, like if Tyson Fury gets hurt, that fight is not happening.
Yeah, facts. 100%.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's more guaranteed, and like then Deontay Wilder's not making his 100 mil that
Yeah, but
night.
if-
you know
if-
what I
if-
mean?
if-
so
if-
it's more
if-
guaranteed in the UFC. I
if
feel like.
they get hurt though, that fight you're not gonna get the same amount you would get if the guy fought.
In
Like
a
if
UFC
Conor
fight,
just
you
fought the Cowboy, right? If
Yeah.
Cowboy gets hurt and Conor got to fight somebody else, Conor's not getting the same bag he was getting against Cowboy. They're not gonna
He
make
kinda-
as much.
He kind of is though because like people already pre-bought tickets and like you know what I'm saying. People just want to see the Conor show. You know, if like anybody else was like fighting that wasn't Conor, then yeah, they'll obviously be like, nah. But nah, yeah, man. I feel like UFC fighters make more money than boxers now. When they were on Spike TV, they were probably fighting. They were
Oh,
probably
no,
fighting
bro.
for like a couple hundred
Yeah,
thousand.
Terrence
or
Crawford
something.
fight twice. Terrence Crawford
You
fight
know?
twice in a year.
If he fights twice, but boxers don't do that though. Boxers really don't. It's very rare that you really see.
Yeah, because you have to
boxers
train.
fight
You
more
have to
than
train longer
more
for
than
a
once.
boxing match than an MMA fight, though. That's.
But at the end of the day, they could equal out to the same amount of time. A boxer could finish a fight in one round just like an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
right, but you have to be able to go 12 rounds instead of 5.
You're
or
right.
3 or
No,
4.
no.
That's why you train. It takes you longer to train. You have to get your body in a higher.
You're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
you gotta-
But you're
I-
throwing
anything
more
can-
in MMA, so that's why
No,
the
yeah.
5 rounds is like a 12 round because you're using
Your
everything.
whole body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why
Right,
it's so
they're 2 different
exhausting.
skill sets. But,
Yeah.
But
But at the end of the
I'm
day, that's
excited
just
to
my
see that
opinion. I
Fury
feel
shit.
like
No,
that
yeah,
happened.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm
Can't
saying?
wait.
100%.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm
I mean,
excited.
next
for that
weekend
Tyson
got the
Fury.
All-Star game, All-Star weekend too. Next weekend, NBA All-Star weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and another.
Derrick Rose dropped out of the skills challenge, bro.
Yeah, he's old.
Yeah, because
old.
he's probably tight about that Andre Drummond shit. Like, yo, what
Well,
are y'all
nah,
doing?
man,
This
they
is, yo,
was-
these are like my last years of my career. I'm hooping. Like, we're making the playoffs.
Yo, that's so crazy.
It, like,
I was excited.
What
though when
where's Detroit in the East?
are they even in the playoffs?
Bro, they're not even in playoff contention, bro.
Yeah, probably not.
They got to be down there.
I was
They
excited
definitely
to
gotta
see
be down
Aaron
there.
Gordon in that dunk contest though. Aaron
Man.
Gordon went off last time he was
My
in that
guy.
thing.
Yo, hopefully he comes and does like some.
Yeah, because this is how many years later? This is what 3 years later.
Yeah, man. No, it's longer than that because
It's like 5 years, right?
yeah, because Zach Levine been on the Bulls for what?
Detroit is 4
two
games out
seasons?
of 8th place.
4 games out of 8th. So they just fucked themselves for making a run in
To the
playoffs.
playoffs.
Then
Yeah,
wow,
Because in front of them is
Basically.
Chicago and Washington.
wow.
bro. The
Washington.
NBA is different now, bro.
If
The big
Washington
men.
makes the playoff, whoever voted for the All Star should feel like shit because Bradley Beal should be an All Star. We talked about
Oh,
that
yeah.
a couple episodes ago. We already talked about that. But I'm saying if they
They
make the playoffs,
Oh, yeah.
like yeah.
But John
people-
Wall will probably be back
because
this year.
that's what happened to Dame. Remember when
Yeah,
when they didn't put him in the All Star and like, bro, he's never missed a playoff ever since he been in the NBA.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like they
When
gotta,
does John Wall slide to come back?
I don't even know.
No,
I
he
seen
is
him,
supposed to
like,
come back
I
the
know
end of
he's
the
been,
year.
like,
He's in the pre-workouts
Yeah,
every
he's
single game and
Supposed to come
stuff
back
like
before
that.
the end
but
of the year.
Probably after
Yeah.
the All-Star break.
That's what they say for everybody, though. It
Stephen
pisses me
Curry
off.
said that he might be coming back March,
Yeah.
and I don't even think that he should come back. Like, what's the whole point?
I don't know, but his brother
Cam?
had 26 and 10 last
They'll probably
night.
play. They'll play sporadically, load
Oh,
minutes.
yeah,
Seth had
now
to
that-
get chemistry with Wiggins.
With Wiggins, yeah.
So they got to get those 4. They got to get because that 5 is gonna be Steph, Clay,
Yeah.
Wiggins, Draymond, probably Looney is probably gonna start at
Yeah.
the 5
Yeah,
on that team.
I was gonna say
That's
you could-
what
you
that's
could
what they
go
need
so
to
many
go
ways
after,
with that.
right? A big man, bro. Like on the off season, they need to go after a big man.
Nobody's
I-
going
and I
after
really
big.
should- or-
Everybody's getting rid of their big
Drummond.
man.
If I was them, I'd go after Andre Drummond.
Because right after this season, he's a free agent.
yep.
So you know what I'm saying. So it's like,
That's
why
why
not?
Well, that's why.
Or
If
one
you
of the
could
bigs
throw
on that Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, or Drummond.
I heard they're gonna buy Tristan Thompson's contract.
I'm
out.
so disappointed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Cavs.
Yeah.
They got listen. Nobody wants big men, and they got 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
But
And so-
it's I mean they probably want to. It's probably not them that want to buy it out. It's probably Andre Drummond not wanting to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because like players are definitely vocal if they get traded and they don't want to be there. Then they ask for that buyout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's probably that, because right now Tristan Thompson's asking for a buyout. Rich Paul's trying to negotiate a fucking thing just to buy him out, like, which I don't know why, because he didn't want to get traded, right? Which is stupid. Like, why?
Why wouldn't you want to
yeah,
get traded from Cleveland?
He wanted to stick out this season and then be in free agency and then get the money that he deserved. But it's like, bro, like why would you want to be now? Especially, and he's sick right now because Andre Drummond's there. Like you're not getting no burn.
Like,
cuts his minutes.
You know
way
what I'm
off.
saying? Like
he's better than you.
yeah, Kevin Love, he's
He
better
does,
than
right.
you. Like you know what I'm saying?
Andre
like,
Drummond is Tristan Thompson is a poor man's Andre
Yeah,
Drummond.
facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
like
what
that's
he is.
like 10-10 right there when Drummond's like 20-15.
But I think Boston. I heard Boston was looking at Tristan
You know?
to pick him up.
They-
you know?
That would be a
If
good
they get
pickup.
big,
yeah,
that'll-
but, I mean they do, but
That'll be a good pickup.
Enos Cantor, bro,
You
is
bugging.
a huge disappointment though.
Bugging. I know you a
son, 'cause
Boston fan
Enos
too.
on the goddamn Thunder was
he
a
played good
player.
for you guys last postseason.
Yeah,
too.
right. Him on when Nurkic went out, he was balling.
He was playing
You
good
know what
for
I
you guys in
mean?
the
And then he
playoffs.
goes to Boston and he forgets how to play basketball. And I'm like, yo, Enos Cantor needs to get traded from the NBA. Go to the Chinese, the CBA or something, bro. You need to leave the league.
Enos the penis, man.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
Word. Yeah, Enos is whack. Yeah, it's the decline of the big man. I see this Roy Hibbert video, the decline of the big man. I done seen like
It's
20
for
of
real,
them
though.
videos.
Roy
It's
Hibbert.
real, bro.
He's probably the reason why the big man declined. Honestly,
Niggas shitting on
I don't
Roy
think-
Hibbert.
yo,
Roy Hibbert
every-
was an
every-
all-star.
Every kid that was like 6'9" and up, still growing, watching Roy Hibbert was like, I don't want to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like that. Like
Bro,
that's not a big. That's not a big man.
Wait,
Nah,
that's
he
what
was,
it-
he was
I don't wanna
dominant in
look like
college,
that.
though. He was
Yo,
dominant in
there's
college.
people
yo.
now. They who did I think they said Tim Duncan hated being listed as a center.
Oh yeah,
Hated
yeah.
to
I
be
heard that
listed as a
too.
center.
Yeah.
They want to
Yeah, I
be
heard
a
that
power
too.
forward.
Word. Because it makes them sound like they could do more. Don't matter. You do what you do.
But
I
that's
think
that
it's
old
impressive
way,
if you're
you know
listed
what
as
I'm
a
saying?
center and a center's out there playing like a power forward. So it really wouldn't matter to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But it is going towards
yeah.
what you said earlier. It is leaning
Positionless
towards
basketball.
basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why
Your
it's
five-
It doesn't matter what you're listed.
Your
as
five
now,
better
you
be
know
able
what
to
I'm
do
saying?
what your one could do, or maybe almost as good as your one
But
could
the
do
thing,
it.
The
Like
thing
it's
is, though, the sport of basketball and how you play basketball,
Yeah,
you can never
it evolved.
eliminate the big man because of what just the ability to throw a ball near the
Right.
rim and
The
a
high
big guy
percentage-
go get it.
it's a
and
high
what
percentage
high
shot.
Percentage that is.
Yeah.
You can't. They'll
Right.
never be extinct, but it is dwindling. Like,
yeah. No.
that to have that on your team.
only
But
a dunk is
the thing is-
100% or
the thing
99
is-
probably.
That's why the Houston shit is kind of crazy to me because you always feel like when it gets to big basketball games, talking any level, high school, college, big D1, we're talking Duke, UNC, all that bullshit. Pros, big games, championship level games. The presence of a big man is felt in those games.
Yeah. No, I would say so too.
Yeah.
Even in today's
When,
era,
when the players talk about playing in those games in interviews, they talk about their bigs.
It's always
and how
a-
their bigs moved and were their bigs running, were the bigs boarding, were the this bigs, bigs.
a lot
bigs,
of games come out to rebounds that are hard to get.
That's
you
what I'm
know,
saying.
you get
What
an
is Houston gonna
important
do
offensive
in
rebound
those
at a certain
championship
time.
minutes, in those championship level games,
Yeah.
that the possessions go down because everyone's
You
using
slow
the
it
clock,
down,
running
yeah.
their
Yeah.
sets,
It's no running gun.
going through it, half court offense. That's a big man's game.
That's what they're banking on, though, bro. Houston's wild.
Who is Houston gonna have guard?
Robert
Anthony
Covington? Robert
Davis?
Covington
Is gonna guard Anthony Davis in the
6'9".
post in the Western Conference Finals.
That's it. Who's their tallest? I mean, Tyson. I guess you said right.
You're gonna have
I
Tyson
mean,
Chandler at
yeah.
40 years old play the big the whole game.
I mean, like,
Oh,
bro,
He can't play 40 minutes.
No, he
Absolutely
can't.
not.
He can't play 40 minutes now.
can't play
He's-
20
he's-
minutes.
He's like old now.
But that's what I'm saying.
You know what
Like-
I'm saying? Like
A big is essential in those games. When possessions win those games. When it
Yeah.
comes down to big games, possessions wins. And the way you secure possessions is you secure rebounds. How you secure rebounds? You put dudes that are the biggest on the floor to secure those rebounds.
Facts. You got
That's
to.
just how the game. That's basketball. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
just,
so.
that's
But
just
you
basketball.
got these guys like D'Antoni, bro, who feel like they have this different kind of
It's
philosophy.
cheating the it's cheating.
Trying to cheat, yeah,
it.
trying to use analytics to cheat the,
'Cause if
the,
I
the
guarantee you
core
ask-
of how a game was
Yeah,
built.
Ask him
D'Antoni's
right
like
now,
the
what would
Gordon
he
Gekko
do game
fucking
planning for game
basketball.
1 against the Los Angeles Lakers in the Western Conference Finals? Who does he have guarding Anthony Davis? He'll shit himself right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's nobody on his roster to guard
Anthony Davis will be averaging 50.
He'll make Robert Covington look like a kid, and he'll make Tyson Chandler look like he's 80 out there on the three-point line.
And who they have coming in? Just monsters.
Jay
JaVale
Tucker,
McGee, 7-footer who could jump, get every
Yeah.
rebound. Dwight Howard coming off the bench, 6'10",
Oh my
jump,
God.
get any rebound.
Yeah, the Lakers are well built, bro. That's why I
They
said
are
for
well
that
built.
finals run, I like
But
them
that's what I'm
instead of the
saying.
Clippers.
It makes sense because somebody who's been in the finals as consistently as LeBron has understands one thing. When the game slows down and
Right.
the championship minutes are on the line,
Yeah,
what is needed?
You're-
Possessions.
you're-
What
yeah.
secures possessions? Rebounds.
Yeah. Chris Bosh is
Yeah.
the one who secured that rebound to hit Ray Allen for that
It all
corner
starts
three
with
in
a
Miami,
fucking
right?
rebound, bro.
Yeah.
It
You know?
starts with a rebound.
Yeah.
Most
You're gonna
big
have your
plays.
tallest guy on the court be 6'5"? When rebounds secure possessions?
How tall is Covington? Maybe Covington will be the tallest one.
Nah,
hopefully.
Covington probably like 6'7" or something like that.
6'8" maybe,
but still,
hopefully.
it's
But
not,
yeah,
Oh,
that's-
he's fucking with
he's their
Anthony
yeah,
four.
Davis.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Anthony Davis is like
He's giving him no
6'11", almost
problems.
7, probably
Houston's
7 feet
built-
tall.
To go against the Clippers. They're not built to
Yeah.
go against the Lakers.
I'm-
Because the Clippers
honestly,
don't
I don't
necessarily have
even
a big... They have big presence as Zubek and Montrezl Harrell, shit like that.
Harrell, yeah,
But even them, they're small. They're legit big as Zubek,
yeah.
who's a
Yeah.
7-footer.
Montrez
Right.
is like what, like 6'9"?
But see, that's where I think that the mental is shifting because I like what you said. I don't think they're worried if they can match up with the. I think they're worried if the Lakers can match up with them. That's how the Rockets are thinking. Like we're gonna run faster than and that's what they're hoping for. I don't believe in it though. I
Yeah,
don't
you
believe in
can't.
it.
Not
I
when
mean-
there's,
Yeah. No.
You can go do that against a team that had not as mobile big as the
Anthony
Lakers
Davis
have.
is gonna look.
I think that they
crazy on
fucked
that
up, though.
Rockets team.
Bro, they're
Yeah.
throwing everything up.
I
Everything's
think
gonna
that
be
the
alley,
Rockets.
bro.
I think that the Rockets fucked up, and they know that they fucked up by trading away your best big in Capella. You know what I'm saying? Which you just gave him an
Atlanta
80
gets
mil
Atlanta.
contract.
Atlanta looks alright.
You know what he's literally.
Yeah,
you
Atlanta
know what?
looks
You know
alright,
what?
yo.
D'Antoni must have literally said. I'm gonna let Russ and Harden literally go nut every
and
game.
average
It's gonna be a
triple
track
double
meet.
together. Because they
now,
can do that, bro.
fits
They
Russ's
can-
style of play though, but
They can do that.
Russ plays very well with big men, and that's why I never like him and Steven
Yeah.
Adams played amazing together, bro. He had Steven Adams playing the
yeah.
best basketball of his career. I don't think Steven Adams is going to be that anymore ever.
No.
For the rest
Yeah.
of his
Unless
career.
Chris Paul stays there.
Yeah, yeah. Unless
But even
Chris
now,
Paul stays
that's a
there.
guard-driven team, bro. When
Yeah.
you look at their three biggest producers, it's Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander, Schroeder, and Chris Paul.
Yeah.
3 point guards are driving that team, son.
Yeah,
It's crazy. It's a guard-driven league, right?
It is.
100%.
Right? That's
But
so
it
we-
is.
It's just
It's crazy.
you just know those championship games are coming. They're coming. It's
Yeah.
inevitable. They're
Right.
coming. Who's gonna be there? We obviously don't know, but they're coming. And when those games come every year, it's the same. The league
Yeah.
changes and it's guard heavy or it's small forward or at one point it was a shooting guard. Now it's the point guard.
Yeah.
At one point it was the center. Then it was the power forward. It
Yeah.
changes throughout the league.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing that doesn't change is when the games are on the line, you have to secure possessions.
Yeah.
And when the shot goes up, because the shot has to go up, how do you secure possession? You rebound the ball.
Yeah,
An
you
offensive
rebound the
rebound
ball.
is
Rebound
so
the
powerful.
ball, bro.
Not only just a
You-
but an offensive rebound.
Houston is literally
Powerful.
saying they're willing to ride the rest of the season and on off the fact that they're going to make the most out of their first possession because they're pretty much saying second possessions we're probably not going to get them
Yeah.
because we don't have a fucking big on the
Yeah.
floor.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
we're probably not going to get a
So
second
you-
possession. So we have to make sure that we capitalize on the first time down.
on every possession.
But they're banking on going down so many
No,
times.
but yeah,
though.
but
That's what-
they're
they're raising
They're
that.
hoping they're hoping that they're gonna outscore every single team. Like they're not hoping on like getting like rebounds and like outlet. They're hoping to outscore every team, and that's something that you can't do unless you had the team like.
D'Antoni don't give it up, bro. He tried that
Yeah.
shit with Phoenix and it didn't work.
he sticks to his guns. I'll give it
He's
to him.
sticking
That
to
shit
his
didn't work
offensive
at
game
all.
plan. It didn't work, bro. Because what happened? They ran into teams with bigs.
He's
Tim
always
Duncan,
had had
Shaq.
success though. You ever seen Starsky and Hutch with Ben Stiller? You ever
Do
seen
it.
Starsky and Hutch? Bacardi and Coke.
Do
Do
it,
it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Ready? Alright.
Oh Jesus.
On guard.
Oh god.
Alright. Boom. Wait, hold on.
Want me to do the thing? I can do the thing.
Smash that like button. Comment. My man got the sound effects.
On God.
And if y'all want to comment about anything that we was talking about today,
On God.
just let me know.
Yeah,
God.
man. Comment all that. Let us know if you agree, disagree.
Smash that.
If Matt's crazy, because we all know he is. So y'all
If
can
I'm a
agree, too.
genius.
So-
You dig me?
Follow
On
me and
God.
Macho's Media. My man is off the grid.
Offline.
All right.
In the wilderness. Running.
like Rambo.
Knife in my mouth.